Shed floor construction, replacement pointers or ideas. Some 50 years ago, my father built a playhouse for my sister. It eventually became a storage shed. It fell a bit into disrepair. A languishing roof leak rotted one of its walls and damaged the plywood subflooring. Raccoons even found a home in its soffit, chewing holes in the walls and gnawing about at the surrounding wood. Thus, firstly, I had to remove the rotted wall completely, and the rotted portion of rooftop, too. It was then that I inspected the plywood flooring, which was rotted near to the rotted wall. The bays between the floor joists were chock full of very dry debris, mostly twigs and leaves. I even found a raccoon skeleton. The plywood flooring did not deteriorate from below. It was the roof leak alone. It was a double-laid plywood floor with the sheets going in different directions. But worse was the fact that the common method of attaching the floor plate with wall studs directly atop the subfloor would make for difficult or troublesome removal of the plywood subflooring.
You get the idea.
This common practice never took into account the possible or eventual need to replace the plywood subflooring sometime in the future. Hence, the only way to remove the subflooring was by cutting along the edge of each wall. No easy task, to be sure. Anyone thinking of building a shed or wooden outbuilding should keep this in mind. Lay out your base and joists, and place your subflooring down, leaving enough room free for the floor plates which are connected to the exterior wall studs, and attach the floor plate and studs directly to exterior edge of the joists and sills. In other words, don't place the walls directly over the subfloor. This will ensure that if the need arises, and it surely will in time, that removal of the subflooring will be quite easy by simply uplifting or unscrewing it without having to cut or chop around the edges of the walls. Trust me, to cut around the edge of each wall was a most laborious or difficult task. Only by way of an electrical powered sawzall, an axe and hammer, and lots of patience was I able to complete this task. In short, had the walls not been attached directly over the plywood subfloor, I would have simply had to use a crowbar and lifted the subfloor out.
Okay.